there, I'm Sara Sordi with Sara Sordi Insurance Services, and I just wanted to give you a little bit of information, and just in case you're new here to following me. So I have actually been in the insurance industry for about 22 years. And yes, when I say that, I really feel really feel like I'm aging myself. But I did start when I was in high school. I started off as a file girl. So boy, oh boy, do I remember just like laying in bed at night and seeing all these people's names in my head and like what order those files went in and everything. But it really did teach me how to spell people's names. So I could just, there's all kinds of different special, unique names that I know how to spell because of that. So just a funny thing there. But, you know, I started off doing the filing, and then I was like an assistant for many different positions in the agency. So I did commercial lines, I helped with the employee benefits department. I just did so many different things, even accounting, that I learned, I got a little bit of taste of everything in you know, in an insurance agency. And so I just kind of grew and got my insurance license and kept growing and growing. And never ever did I ever think that I would be, you know, owning my own insurance agency. I honestly didn't even think I'd ever be an insurance agent, because where I worked, it was all men that were insurance agents. There was only one, and I worked at a very large firm in town here, and it was all men, and there was one female. And so, anyways, then I became an insurance agent and got my you know, actually started doing insurance sales, and I was just kind of kept growing that confidence and building on that, and just I loved it, and I wanted to just keep learning more and more and more. And then I got my certified insurance counselor designation, which what that is it is a 5-year course program where you do take multiple essay exams. So it's 3 days of insurance classes. Now this is beyond your insurance licensing that I did that was at the beginning. And really, if you just getting your insurance license is very, very basic. So I have my certified insurance representative designation, which is kind of a basic one. And then I have the certified insurance counselor one, which is the one that's much more advanced. It's kind of like getting a master's in insurance. And so 5 essay exams on 3-day course. Each course is 3 days long. And then I also do continuing education on that each year to maintain that, so I can keep up on what is new in the insurance industry. But so doing that, I learned even more on how to run an insurance agency. And I've always been kind of a creative person and always wanted to think of different ways to do things, different ways to think out of the box. You know, and as you might imagine, an insurance office, an insurance agency is, you know, they're very, very structured. And I always had a way of thinking, well, what about this to ease the customer's experience? What about this? These are the types of things that the customers are wanting. But when you're in big corporate companies, they just don't, they don't think that way. So anyways, I decided to go out and open up my own insurance agency about 3.5 years ago. So, which has been very, very exciting, and just keep pushing me to continuously grow and find new ways to serve my clients. I now have about 300 clients, and that I all consider kind of part of my family. I just love every single one of them. So again, if you are not a customer of mine and you're just kind of wondering how I am different than any other insurance agent out there, I mean, just my customer experience, I want to be just so streamlined and so ease of business. I think of what I would want when I do business with someone. You know, back a long time ago, I went and got an alarm system on my house. And so the alarm guy, the salesman, comes out to my house and he says, okay, you need, you know, window sensors here and motion detectors, yada, yada, yada. Sets it all up. And I say, yes, okay, I want the alarm. Then different installers come out and they install the alarm, right? Well, then now I've got some problems with my alarm. So who do I call with these problems for the alarm? I have to call an 800 number. And the 800 number then tells me, oh, okay, well, those concerns that you have, those things are gonna cost you extra. And, basically I just felt like I was a number. And I'm like, well, where was the super friendly guy who sold me the alarm? I want to talk to that guy, because that guy would do anything for me. He wanted to do business with me. So that's what I think about from my experience with my clients. I want to continuously take care of you. I'm not going to, sell you the insurance policy and then you never hear from me again. Okay, that's not the case. And I would be so upset if one of my clients, if somebody asked them who their insurance agent was and they didn't know, okay? I pride myself on building a relationship with my clients, getting to know you, getting to know what coverages, your family needs, what kind of risk that you have. Maybe you have teenage drivers, so they're more likely to get in an accident, so you probably need higher liability coverage. These are the things I want to spend time with you to get to know what are your unique risks for your families. And I also want you to understand your insurance policy. I'm not the kind of insurance agent that's gonna, you hear those commercials on the radio and it's like, okay, $15 a month, get your insurance. If that's what you want, if you want $15 a month, I am not your girl, okay? I want to make sure that you have the right coverage so that when you have a claim, you're going to be properly covered. I don't know about you, but I pay a lot for insurance, and if something happens, I want it to be covered. That's even what I think so much of my health insurance. Okay, health insurance is the one thing I don't do because it's just its own animal. But the thing is, how much money do you pay for health insurance? And when you go to the doctor, you still gotta pay more money, right? You still gotta pay so much deductibles and copays and stuff like that. So if you have a car accident or if you have something to happen to your house, I want you to be covered. I want, your jewelry. You got to think about the types of things that you have for your jewelry. Guns, these special items in your house. Maybe you have a company business. There are gaps that you could be having. And so I think of those as like your copays and your deductibles when you go. I don't want you to have a big copay or deductible when you have a claim. I want you to be taken care of. So, if any of that if you find any of that helpful, if that's the kind of service that you want, feel free to contact me. A lot of my clients like that they can contact me by texting me, by emailing me, and I'm virtually on call all the time. So, I have clients that love to just send me a text on the weekend and say, hey, I bought a new car. And they just send me a picture with the VIN number. And I add it to their policy. So they don't have to call and be transferred around to multiple people to add on this car. Because I know that you're busy and you probably work the same hours. Many of you probably work the same hours as an insurance company. So it's hard to take that time out of your day. So you can just shoot me a quick text if you want. Of course, if you want to call, I'm always available too. But I understand that these days people like to text, people like to email. It's what makes the business easy for you. So I hope that you found this information helpful. Keep following me here. I greatly appreciate it. And if you are interested in a review of your insurance, feel free to contact me. Thank you.